And we're live. One bad mofo. What's up, YouTube?
Irish USMC Vet.
The sirens turned down. Damn it.
Aww.
Oh, it's also got that on there.
Oh,
What's up,
Christmas.
motherfucking YouTube? Yep, that's right. We're back today. Internet may or may not stay on, so.
Wife must love that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to bedazzle it and make it the most obnoxious thing. She hates it. It's a love-hate relationship.
All right. Mostly hate.
Yeah. Yeah, mainly hate. All right. So, yeah, what's going on?
Oh, I'm just getting going this morning on my end.
Oh, yeah. I already had some new equipment dropped off and got some packages delivered today, and it's been a fun-filled, eventful day.
Right on. I like
Already.
packages.
Ooh.
The wife has gotten some new parts for her pistol on the way. That'll be soon, hopefully. And then, I thought about buying gold and silver, but boy, it's hard to find anything that I'm willing to pay for.
Yeah. It is quite the expensive now.
Yeah. Gold is at $1,800 and silver is still over $19 an ounce, man.
I did, however, sell a penny for $28.
Wow.
It was a double die reverse and had a cut on it. So I was super stoked about selling a 1 cent piece.
Yeah.
For $28. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good return on investment right there.
And then now I'm even more into paying attention. I found a 2008 dime with a cud, double die reverse on a 2000 P South Carolina quarter, a cud on a 2006 North Dakota. I don't know why that Indiana one's there. Oh, there's a cud on the M. So yeah, I've been checking out everything now extensively.
Yeah, but here's the question: how many hours does it take you to find that one penny? Because at $25 per penny, you need to be finding one of those every hour.
Oh no, this is quarters. Everything. Like I just.
Well, I know. But...
It's all pocket change, so it's not like I'm going out and buying rolls. So.
Good luck trying to do that though right now.
Well, I can't sell my rolls, so I don't know. I got a lot of people that like my rolls, but they're not buying them.
I don't want to know anything about your rolls, bro.
Not jelly rolls, like rolls of coins, brah.
Gotcha.
Rolls of coins. So, interesting, the whole Walmart thing. Did my fucking coffee not produce? Oh, it did produce. Okay, great. So the interesting thing about the Walmart, they're going to fucking require you to have masks. They've already closed down all the mom and pops. I know that's rehashing some of your chat.
No, you're fine. I would love to touch on this because it is kind of bullshit. I mean, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice if you need cheap shit.
Yeah. Now, they've closed all the mom and pops down on purpose. So whenever they completely collapse everything, the only place you'll be able to go is to corporate America and not mom and pop places.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts on that? Because, of course they're going to do it with cash too, but.
Yeah. No, I do agree on that. I mean, I think that's a little bit far off still, but you can kind of see them in the works with that. I mean, excuse me, most of the businesses that got the stimulus were big stores like Walmart anyway, right? So they're getting help from the government. They are already monopolized the situation on their own. Now they're getting help from the government to do it even more. And yeah, what are your options if you want to go and shop? You can't. There is no small stores anymore. There's no 5 and dimes anymore or anything like that, right?
Yep.
So what's your option? You have to go to Walmart. And if you go to Walmart, you have to abide by their rules. You know, what's funny is they got that facial recognition stuff all over, which I wasn't a fan of, so I stopped going to Walmart for that. And now they want you to cover up your face. But that's only because they already have systems in place that they're going to find out who you are no matter what. So they have license plate readers out in the parking lot. They already know who you are before you even get out of your car. Even if you're wearing a mask the entire time, they probably know who you are from facial recognition they've already pulled up from a long time ago. Then when you check out, yeah, they have your debit information, your first and last name, probably your address as well. So good freaking luck.
Yep.
Fuck.
Fook. What are we fooking about?
Oh, got a tickle in my throat. Touching COVID or something. I'll be finding out pretty soon. I got to get one of those COVID tests for my surgery. Yeah. Isn't that some bullshit?
Damn, bro, they're gonna test you so much you're gonna catch it from all the testing.
That is not something I'm not looking forward to this whole thing, but I am looking forward for it to be over. And that's what's keeping me going on this, because it's the whole promise of getting swole, bro, and getting fucking to being a door kicker. So,
Armed Archangel says, finally got to see you in the daytime. Guess he's referring to you because he can't see me.
Right? Yeah, I have been doing late chats. I think we're going to probably next week, we're going to try it at 9 o'clock my time, so an hour earlier. See what people think.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a lot of people complaining that it's way too late at night for them.
Well, it's a weird hour because it's 1 a.m. here on the East Coast. So,
right.
So yeah.
Isn't that the same thing with like the Tonight Show back in the day when Jay Leno was doing? I don't know what times it is at now, but I mean that was basically 10 o'clock was the time that would come on in my local area back in the day.
Yeah, it's just all dependent on, because I think, well, the East Coast, they're probably an hour behind us, so it'd be 2 a.m. out where Walter Davis is.
It's usually about 4 hours, so yeah, it could be 2 a.m. there at the same time as 10. It's only 10 here, you know, but right. I suppose.
Well, fuck, it's still daylight there.
Right. Well, shit, if I do it an hour earlier, it's still going to be 1 o'clock East Coast.
Yeah. I don't know where Armed Archangel is from, but
right.
Might be. Oh!
See? Yeah. We're all screwed now, bro. We're all going to get it.
I said that in the beginning. Nobody believed me.
Yeah, and now it's going to be a reoccurring thing, you know. They're already prepping you. Oh, yeah, the antibodies, you can get it, but then you're going to get it again and again and again and again. So, obviously, it's something that we're going to have to live with, and you're going to have to just get you. This is the new normal. Wearing masks out in public and doing all this shit is going to be the new normal. Bullshit, man. If this is the new normal, kill me now. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Uh-oh, Texas. Well, shit, you should be, unless you work early.
Yeah, that was some people, Dallas-Fort Worth area, right on. That's where one of the places that are on our list to go. Even though
oh, shit.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't really appreciate Texas. For all the people that think it's a big gun-free state, no, man, it's tyrannical as all hell. Plus, mandatory masks and stuff like that. It's not really tickling my bone much, but at the same time, we do have family and friends that live there, and that has to count for something. The only other place that we got family at is in Idaho, and I don't know if I want to deal with the cold. I
All the
did that for
potatoes you
10
can eat,
years.
though. All the potatoes you can eat, bruh.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to deal with that again.
I was all super excited. I thought I got more stuff than I actually ordered. And then I had to look at the damn inventory sheet. But yeah. So yeah.
So what do you think? Go ahead.
No, man. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what do you think about getting? Like, I don't really want to buy silver for weight because obviously paying those premiums for just normal silver rounds or junk silver is just too much for me to handle. I call bullshit on that. But I'm also thinking maybe I'll just start purchasing some numismatic shit. Not highly numismatic, but like we'd gotten the kookaburra, right? That was like a $25 coin, which actually isn't that high of a premium. But there's a one that I'm looking at right now that's pretty expensive for me, and it's just a 1 ounce silver coin, but it's that Back to the Future in the box with the Mr. Fusion. That thing's going for like $160, $170.
It's a shithole. Screw Abbott. Yeah, you'd think that with all the veterans that were there and stuff, you wouldn't be. But yeah, I don't know, man.
We have. Is it Dan Crenshaw, the guy that's from Texas, a senator, I think, that has the eye patch?
Yeah.
That introduced his own red flag laws?
Yeah.
That guy's a traitor.
Yeah. Red flag laws. Well,
it's okay, though, because his red flag laws are going to totally protect your Second Amendment rights.
That's because Marines. That's because Marines kill Navy SEALs down there in Texas. So they got to have a red flag law. God rest.
Chris says never trust the guy with an eye patch.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's obviously been compromised.
Well, I mean, once you get into government, you become a stooge, right? So.
It did not take him very long at all. Boy, I don't think he was in government. I think that was his first term, wasn't it? I could be wrong.
As soon as you become a bootlicker, get some little power, then turn into a shill like everybody else.
Well, luckily not everybody, but most. I mean, you have Rand Paul, which I still have some faith in, but...
Well, he's the minority, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's one guy. He's one guy. Even when him and his dad were in office, it was two guys.
Yeah, right. That's it. Two against the world.
Yeah. Don't like those odds, man. You're going to need the people to rise up and demand a better government.
One thing I miss
one
about
way or the other
is no state income tax. But I feel like that will change soon. Oh yeah, they were talking about that. They're gonna fucking raise property taxes.
Property taxes. That's right. I covered that last night. It was like by 35%. I think it was. I might be wrong on that. That's from last night, but I think it was 35% property tax hike to pay for all the coronavirus. Yeah, I think I'll pay a sales tax. I'm all right with that because I want to be a homeowner, property owner.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why should we be? Well, I mean, I know they got to make their money back because that wasn't a free fucking. It wasn't. You just can't give away free money and not expect to get it back. But how the fuck are you gonna give it back? Just like the unemployment. Like, why the fuck would I was just talking to the guys that was delivering our stuff. I was like, the guy was like, oh yeah, he's like, it sucks, man. He goes like, I've been busting my balls doing this, and everybody's getting more money on unemployment than I make fucking an hourly wage. And I was like, that's fucked up. I was like, that's why nobody wants to go back to work.
Yep. That's ending though, I think on the 22nd.
I mean,
all the unemployment benefits are ending.
The CEO or the ACEO or whatever, the assistant CEO and all the fucking big plant managers and shit are at GE in Louisville, Kentucky, working the plant because nobody wants to go back to fucking work. So they're down there producing all the stuff, the washers, dryers, whatever the fuck they make, they're down there working and doing all that, while the regular employees are sitting home fucking making twice what they made on unemployment than they did working. So, nobody wants to go back to fucking work whenever you make more on unemployment. Duh.
Yeah, I know. And that's a good thing for a lot of people in power because they want you to like that. They want you to get used to that and want it back. They want you to have that need of, you know what? I'd rather just stay at home and cash a check, and I don't have to work. You know, if they can get you to want that, then maybe they can get you to vote for that come this fall.
Oh, I just want to be able to go burn shit, loot shit, and get a free check in the mail.
Right. Well, and depending on where you live, like Washington or Oregon.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm getting at. You know, I want to be able to go out and steal everything that I want, and then be able to eat my fast food on my motherfucking unemployment check, and still live at home with mom and dad and not pay a fucking thing, and have money in the bank, and still go act like a fucking hooligan. You know. Ugh.
And you can if you live in Seattle or Portland, right? But that's why I think this country's got to split. It's got to split, man. We gotta let them go. Maybe they'll go on their own, or maybe we'll boot them out. But when you have cities and states that are doing that kind of shit and blatantly against the Constitution, blatantly against the rest of the United States, then let them go, man. Let them go.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, Riddle Girl's giving us an update on how many people are in the chat. We got 11 people watching right now, at least according to mine. I think she said 15. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the content, for sure. And we appreciate everybody that's watching. As Irish sings us the songs of the 90s.
Right. The Ballards. So yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
No.
As to, and I want to know what kind of fucking genius come up with that idea too. Like, which congressman or what group of congressmen thought that would be smart to do?
What?
To pay them more to stay home than they made to go to work.
Oh man, that's been the socialist plan for a long time. That's exactly what they've been trying to do in America for years. It just took a pandemic in order for them to get it to go over. I mean, and you have a Republican president giving out socialism checks. I mean, not only that, but as you know, I have friends that are Trump supporters, which I am not, but they are, and they were very happy to get their socialism check and are looking forward to the next one so they can buy more shit with their socialism money. And I'm like, oh my goodness. You try to educate where you can, and they kind of get it now, but they still want that money because why? It's free money, man. And to be honest, I don't necessarily want the government to do that because it is bad for the government. But if you're going to hand out 1 billion checks, I'm not going to be the one asshole who doesn't take it. You know what I mean? Give me my check. Give me my free money. I'm going to go do something positive with it. The first one that we got, I paid off some credit card bills. I finished paying off the truck. I bought me a ½ ounce of gold. I'm good to go.
Well, it's obvious.
Now I'm really glad I got.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was like, now I'm really glad I bought that gold because it went from, I think, $1,600 an ounce when I bought that ½ ounce to now it's over $18.
I mean, it's obvious that we're going to pay it back whether you take it or not. So, I mean, they've made that clear now that they're going to raise property taxes. Everyone.
They're going to either raise your property taxes, they're going to raise your state taxes, or they're going to, they've already started pulling you over and fining you for not, social distancing and all that shit. We got states now in Colorado, they say they're going to fine you over $2,000 and you might have a year in jail or both if you don't wear your mask. If you don't wear a mask.
I feel like we need
Some
to get in
bullshit.
contact with a constitutional attorney and have this motherfucking kick off, because you know the constitutional attorneys are going to be super busy. They're collecting hundreds of millions of dollars from all the fucking idiots that have made
I
these
don't
things.
know, man. I don't know. Everybody is so sold into this that they are erasing recent history. I played that video last night. I don't know if you caught it, but all the experts that were saying that masks don't work, stop buying masks, right? You had Fauci saying it. You had the Surgeon General saying it, the whole bit, right? They all said the masks don't work, don't buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Then a couple months go by, and now everybody has to wear a mask. So what is it? Masks don't work, or they do work, right?
Well, I mean, we covered that in the beginning of this when I was telling everybody not to panic. So he fucking lied, and he should be hung for it.
Right. But I'm just saying they said that they don't work, and now they say that they do. So obviously there's some shit going down on the. Oh man, I forget exactly what I was talking about, but there's nobody's going to speak out, right? They have been educated or re-educated, however you want to say it. They have been educated to follow the line, right? You can't say that you can't wear masks anymore. You have to go out there and be pro-mask now. And now you got to tell them why that you're pro-mask when you weren't before, right? Fauci at least came out and said, well, we didn't want you all taking up all the masks, so we told you not to get them so that maybe the healthcare workers could have some first. And now that we have a whole bunch, now we want you to have the mask. So you fucking lied to people and potentially killed people because of that. That's bullshit, if that's even true. Or you're incompetent. Either way, it's a bad situation. We got people in the Trump administration calling Fauci out big time. And as I said, the Surgeon General, man, he's a dumbass as all get out. I don't know if he was an affirmative hire or what, but he's definitely not a very smart individual. He goes on there like, oh, yeah, well, originally I said not to wear a mask, but now we're saying to wear a mask because, back in a long time ago, we used to prescribe cigarettes for asthma. We used to prescribe leeches and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're referencing 2 or 3 months ago versus shit that happened in the 16 and 1800s. Are you seriously thinking? Yeah. Are you seriously saying that you went from that fucking stupid from the 16 or 1800s of leeching and fucking tobacco for asthma to the 2000s or mid 1900s, the 20th century? You went from the 17th century to the 19th century in 2 months? Yeah, I believe in science.
I believe in the total dipshitarian. People need to be fucking sent home. Yeah, it really fucking pisses me off that I got essentially a message because of Sam's Club that masks are required starting on 7/20. So, like, if I walk into the store in a full fucking fledged gas mask, that's okay. I guess I'm gonna have to break out the motherfucking suits.
Dude, I say you should go fully strapped, bro. Or at least maybe not with firearms, but go in your full Marine garb like you're about to go back into the desert. You know what I mean? Full camo face paint, the whole bit.
Well, like I said, I got some shmogs. I'm gonna start wearing those because that ought to fucking warm some people's hearts. So
I'll be right back.
All right. Todd, so Anonymous American, good morning. 16 had 2 jobs, 17 graduated boot camp, paid him. Yep. Pretty much same, except 13, 16, I was baling hay, 10 to 15, mowed yards, including a church for money, 14, 16, roofed houses, deconstruction under the table. Learned a lot from hard work. Yeah, I mean, that's what's wrong. Nobody wants to hard work anymore. If I wanted something, I had to buy it myself. Yeah, me too. Me too. I fully understand and appreciate that. Taught me how money value compares to labor effort, right? You don't want to buy that cheeseburger. That's the way I always looked at it. I'm like, fuck, this meal's going to cost me 2 hours at work. So, go home and eat a bologna and cheese sandwich, or, 2 hours worth of work to have this meal at a restaurant. So, my kids started picking up on that. They're like, what? You get 8 chicken wings for $10? You could buy a whole pack that has 40 or whatever, in it. And they're like, they're catching on. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm talking mop gear, anonymous mop gear. We'll go full mop gear. It'd be hot as balls, but I think it'd be good because you can answer questions. Maybe somebody would ask, "Why are you in all this shit?"
Right.
And then maybe you can tell them, "Well, do you really want to be safe? Do you really want to keep the virus out? Well, this is just step 1, because then you got 30 other fucking decontamination procedures to do before you go in your home. Do you take the mask off as soon as you get in the house? As soon as you get in the car? Well, when you take those bags in there and you start ruffling them around, you're spreading the fucking virus in your house now."
Well, they have people that are saying that you should practice social distancing and wear your mask in your house if you live with people, right? Yeah. So social distancing and wearing a mask in public is not enough. And not to mention, they come out and they say that if you're going to wear a mask, or in that video that I shared, that people are wearing masks, but they're touching their face while they wear it because there's something on your face, it makes it itch, and you have to scratch. Now you just contaminated your hand. Now you touch anything else, and you contaminated that as well. So there's no way it slows the spread of anything. If anything, it makes it faster.
Yeah, I mean, look at the procedures. If you go back to the early videos of the whole lockdown, we talk about that. There's so many procedures. I did the crack video where I'm cracking on people. This guy touched the ATM. Well, these guys are robbing the guy who just got the ATM. So now I mean, it's just what it is. Like it's super hard to follow protocol, especially when you have children or you're in a busy life, because you have to slow everything down and decontaminate stuff. And the whole mask situation is okay, you're wearing a paper mask that filters down to whatever 1.5 micron or 1.3 micron, but you're not wearing high protection. If somebody coughs, that shit's in your hair. So whenever you flick your hair around, or you turn the air conditioning on in your car and it blows your hair around, then it's circulating the virus. It just blew out of your hair into the fucking car.
Well, let me tell you, when I was a smoker, the house stunk. I didn't know how bad it was until I became an ex-smoker, right? Now that I haven't been a smoker in, 8 years or so, I go into somebody's house who is a smoker, and now let's say that they're not even smoking in their house while I'm there, and it doesn't matter, right? Me just being in their house, when I leave, I still have that scent on me. Mm-hmm. And that's just the smell of smoke. I mean, can you imagine if they're also sick with the virus? Wearing a mask isn't going to help because that smell of smoke is all over me. So would be the virus all over me. And unless I go and I wash immediately without touching a damn thing, I'm going to contaminate anything I touch. I get in the car to go home. I've contaminated the seat, the dash, the door, the handles, all that. Right? So I get out of the car, I go in the house, I immediately drop all my clothes, and I shower, and I wash my clothes. Well, the car is completely contaminated. Wherever I drop my clothes, the floor is now contaminated. Do I touch the floor with my bare feet? It's like so much to it.
Well, first of all, you done fucked up because you went inside the house with the dirty ass clothes on. You're supposed to do
Exactly.
all this stuff outside so that you don't bring it into your
Nobody.
house.
Nobody does that though. I mean, I understand that. I've watched the movie Outbreak, right? I understand that, but nobody does that shit.
Well, like I said before, like in the original videos that I've done, you'll see that we talked about a 3-stage process before you enter the house. Now, everything in there that I talked about, as far as decontamination, before you enter a clean part of the scenario, doesn't include the bags of groceries. Doesn't include the food that was in the store. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's how complicated it is as far as like, oh, you because you can't leave groceries in the car for 2 days to let them let the UV light from the sun kill the germs, right? Because then they're all going to be spoiled. So there's ways to decontaminate that, but nobody's following this protocol. So if there's a virus, it doesn't matter if it's cerveza bug or the regular cold and flu. All the ways you're going to contract it, you're still bringing it into your house. Granted, does it help if you wash your hands? Yes. And do people appreciate that you wash your hands after you go touch your butthole or your genitals, or yeah, it helps. Because most people, and probably still people don't wash their hands after they use the bathroom. So you got those people, right? And then those people are going through the same story that you're going through, touching everything. Like I still see people picking their nose through underneath the mask in the friggin' store, and I'm like, you just touched everything in the okay. Well, just take the fucking mask off and lick the fucking floor. Just lick the floor. Go lick something that's really dirty because you just stuck your finger that you've touched everything in the store with and not decontaminated it into an entry point. Idiots. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Gotta get back to work. Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Nobody wants to talk about the low-ass death rates and 90% of the high-risk people that the flu would pose a danger to. So ridiculous. And now they're on this kick of talking about what is it, tuberculosis? What the hell is it is that the one they're saying is coming back? Well, it's never left.
The one that I covered was the unknown flu or whatever, but yeah, I don't know about the tuberculosis one.
Well, supposedly somebody out west has tuberculosis or the bubonic plague. Sorry. Well, the oh damn it, I forget. They're not meerkats. The little ground squirrels that are out in the west. What are they called?
Chipmunks?
No, they're ground squirrels, like type things. Not a meerkat. Damn it. Anybody in the chat?
Well, I know that you can still get leprosy too. That's still around.
But these animals actually still carry the bubonic plague and the fleas in their bloodstream. So, what are they called? Damn it. Anyways, they're like they come up out of the ground. Come on.
Groundhogs?
No.
Chipmunk. Oh, I already said chipmunks. Yeah. Squirrels. They come out of the ground. Oh.
Yeah, they call it. Come on, I can't think of them. Anybody out there in the chat throw a bone there?
It's like talking about?
Like a meerkat.
It's like a meerkat burrows in the ground.
They're out west.
Prairie dog?
Prairie dog. Yeah, there you go. They still carry the bubonic plague. Right. Prairie dog. Yep. Okay. So there. Brain fart. But yeah, that's definitely one of the they still carry that. That's everywhere. But yeah. Let's see. Ferret, mint. I don't know what a mint is. And weasels.
Mink.
Yeah, mink. No, it was the prairie dog, but the prairie dog still carried the disease. Some little girl actually contracted that, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. She picked up a dead squirrel, brought it to her parents, and one of the fleas had bit her, and there was a case of bubonic plague in one of the state parks out there. So
I don't doubt it, man.
It's still around. But our immunities have obviously built up to a lot of this stuff. So, and we have, medicines for this. COVID cases are record high. Yeah. So Florida's apparently being hammered, and after they were talking about, oh, it's
Yeah.
Right.
No, I was just agreeing. I think that's kind of bullshit, bro. I think that anybody who says that they're doing well, they like I don't know. There's some sort of plan thing that's going on. That, okay, they're saying they're better and they did things right. No, hit them with a whole bunch of cases. You know what I mean? It just seems a little odd.
Well, you take away the money, you take away your freedom to shop wherever you want to, and then the only place you're going to have to go is to where they want you to, and then they control whether or not you get what you want because you're going to have a social credit score like they do in fucking China. Well, this guy put out something on YouTube 20 years ago that said fuck the police or fuck the white man or fuck the black man or fuck the Asian man, or you know what I'm saying? And they're going to bring that back up and be like, oh, let's just go ahead and yeah, you're not getting bread this week because we're going to take that off your list of available things that you can purchase. Once they go to digital currency, because then they can control everything that you do. Who was it? Practical Preppers guy. He was just talking about how he bought these survival seed vaults, and then he put them out, and they didn't do a fucking thing. Like they didn't last. They didn't do anything. So they're already. Where's all the seed vaults at? That's a good question. Where's all the seed vaults? They're not in America, motherfucker. They're not in America. They're in other countries. So what do you think's gonna happen there? If you keep buying into this GMO shit that's completely covered our country, Russia won't even allow the shit in. Putin said no GMOs whatsoever. But here, that's all we have here. Like, you can't go out and grab an ear of corn off a field and plant it again next year because it's not going to grow. So they're controlling the food, and if you control the food, you control the people. It's just a fucked up mess. Nobody sees it. There's people that see it, but people that come here. But
labeled as crazy.
Yeah, and that's why I talk about farming. That's why we talk about farming and doing farming, because guess what? If you have the power, then you won't be controlled by the masses. I mean, people right now are going to food banks. I mean, like food banks are like Hormel, for example, is donating shit tons of food, Spam, pork and beans, all this stuff to people. They have Cerveza-bug, but they're still working. They're giving their employees the best treatment that they can get, the best hygiene practices, but Hormel is still working. So why is Hormel being able to work? Because they take care of their people, right? Or they're taking the precautions. So, if they can work, why the fuck can't the rest of America go back to work? Why can't everybody farm a little bit? I mean, every little bit helps. But you take back the power and give it to yourself.
Right.
If you can produce your own food, that's security, and the means of that you don't have to worry about. If
they don't want that though, man.
Well, no, the government doesn't, because they can control you with the food.
Self-sufficiency in anything, whether it be hunting or whether it be any. I mean. Look at, all the different ways you'd be self-sufficient, the government is not a fan of.
Yeah. Well, because they want you to rely on them. Well, the majority of people to rely on them so that they can control the masses. And you control the masses by giving them free shit. And then once they get you to where they want you to be, then they take all of it back, and then you shit out of luck and you're fighting in the streets over a loaf of bread.
Yep, that's exactly right. They can threaten whatever they want. You either comply or you're not going to get this or this or this, right?
So
you see that in voting, right? Every year or every election year, you get the liberals or the far, far left saying that if you vote for Republican or if you vote for this person, right? They're gonna take your grandma off Medicare. They're gonna push her off a cliff or whatever. They're gonna take away all your benefits that you're enjoying at home, and all these things, and that scares people, right? And it works because they get accustomed to their government check every month, or they don't want their grandma to be forced off of Medicare or whatever. And none of it's usually true, but it doesn't matter because they'll swing any kind of stat the way they want it to, or talking point.
Yeah, that's the good thing about percentages. They can change them to favor them or not to favor them. So,
yeah.
But plague's coming back to the homeless camps in San Francisco. I thought San Francisco was the great American treat. According to naturalnews.com, cerveza bug infections rate higher in children that receive flu shots by 440%.
Yeah, I'd read something about that where if you had gotten the flu shot in 2019, you're more likely to be testing positive for COVID.
So if this little thing that runs across the bottom, the ticker, is the stuff that we've been talking about. Well, besides Jim Stepani, that's a workout program, but all that stuff that from day one we've been talking about this, right? So if I get the cerveza bug, this is the protocol that I'm on. I don't know if I've had it. I've not been tested, but if I get it, that's what I've been on, and we'll see how it turns out because I'm taking that stuff,
Right.
except for the sprouts. The sprouts are come and go. It just depends on if I have them growing or not. I hope they give me a social credit score so I can purposely flatline that bitch and get what I need. So you milk the system by flatlining it on purpose. Oh shit. There's some biblical scholars that are saying that this is part of the that the seventh trumpet will play. I heard it the other day, and forgive me, I'm not a biblical scholar, but yeah, they're talking about that. Before the seventh trumpet will play, and then they're also doing a play on words. The one I heard, because Trump is the seventh trumpet. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. You like that comparison? There was
man, that's a reach.
Yeah. So and that the Antichrist is here with us right now.
I do believe that. He lives at the Vatican.
But it's not the Trump. He's a Jesuit. Jesuits were never meant to be of power. I'm just saying.
Well, it doesn't matter. The Pope, no matter which Pope you're talking about, has been the Antichrist the whole time. Oh. The Antichrist is supposedly somebody who comes down and pretends they're God, right? Or pretends they're Christ. And most people recognize that as what the Antichrist is considered, right? Is somebody who says they're Christ and they're not. Well, guess what the Pope considers himself here on earth? He is Christ's replacement here on earth. Since that Christ went up back to heaven, the Pope is Christ here on earth in his stead. That's why they were able to change the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday, because they say the church has more power than the Bible because the Pope is Christ on earth.
I never heard that. I'm sorry.
That's seriously some shit you can dig into. So I don't know. I'm not saying my theory on that is the truth. Well, it's not just my theory. That's a running theory that I know about that I agree with. Right? Is that also? If this is truly end times, and if you believe this is end times, then you can expect shit not to get better, right? Because it's not, if this is end times, biblically speaking, it only gets worse. So
I've read the last chapter. Doesn't get better.
No, yeah, I've read the end of the book. It's all bad. There's a reason why there's only 144,000 saved at the end of days. It's not very many in a world with, almost 7 billion?
Are we quoting Revelations?
Not completely.
Well, if that's correct, then that means only the Israelites are going to go to heaven then. So that would feed into HVS's theory on it that only the Israeli people were the chosen people. And so, yeah, the rest of us are just fucked.
I disagree with that, but we could get into all that if you want.
HVS, if you're out there watching, you know what's up. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, first of all, by time of Revelations, the Jewish people don't even believe in Jesus. So if you don't, Jesus said, if you don't believe in me, you're not going to heaven, right? I am the way. I am the light. All who go to heaven enter through me. So if you call Jesus just a scholar and a prophet and not the son of God, you ain't going. I mean, that's some biblical shit we could talk about pretty quick.
Now the final leader will be peace and be loved by all. There will be whispers of war, famine, and disease rampant in times. All governments become one too. Yeah.
Well, you see that's the New World Order you're talking about right there. I don't think we're there yet on the whole. They will try to make it a one world government. It said in the Bible, though, I'm pretty sure that it won't actually happen, but it'll be close. As far as a peaceful leader, I don't know, man. I don't think Trump would be that. And he's definitely not loved by all.
So Dirty Joe Biden would be loved by all because he's so. No, where are you at? Where are you hiding?
No, it's gonna be somebody who, yeah, everybody's like, oh my goodness, can you imagine? He's gonna be president. He's gonna be awesome.
Please change battery.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. Please change your battery. What the hell is that?
Oh, it's not gonna say it again.
Please change battery.
It's like in a British accent, man.
It's comms. I left it out here last night. We had a storm come through again, and I had.
Power on. 16.
Oh, that's just the normal channel that it boots up to. So, Israel is not the true Israelites by historical definition. Oh, Anonymous is a biblical scholar.
Mm-hmm.
Biblical scholar. Must be Kanye. Oh,
yeah.
shit. Oh.
Could be.
Kanye's the biblical. Yeah, I gotta laugh out loud, right? Roger that. Well, I mean, now it's gonna be a shit show because everybody's running for president. If you're a celebrity, I heard that The Rock was going to run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, Ice Cube has officially taken himself off the market though, because he said he's not going to, because he said he'd never have dinner with the president, and that would make his rap video from back in the 80s and 90s a lie. So therefore, he will never ever run for president. So yeah, apparently they're going after what's his face, the big old muscle bound dude. They played Devo and Friday.
Zeus?
Yeah, Tiny Zeus Lister. Or no, was it Tiny? I don't know. Anyways, they're going after.
He was a wrestler at one time.
Well, they're going after one of these guys because of his comments about the whole BLM bullshit and everything. And it's funny to see because he's a black guy, and they're going after him saying that he's not black, but he's obviously black because he's black. But they're just talking shit about it. Like,
yeah, if you're not on the plantation, boy, they get mad.
But how can you? Like, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. They're going after this guy. They're killing kids. It doesn't matter what color kids. Yep. Can we not just wake up and see that? Be better humans to each other.
Exactly.
I mean,
And we
for
all need
fuck's
to come together and be like, hey, you know, I have your back, you should have mine, because your life matters just as much as mine does. The problem is that we've already been divided before this shit lit up, right? So it was very easy for and saying that their life matters more, even though they had, I mean, when the whole George Floyd thing happened, 90% or more of everybody was totally in agreement that that was some bullshit and needed to be handled, right? Everybody was saying how that needed to be handled and was bullshit. But that wasn't enough. We have to now say that Black Lives Matter more than anybody else's, or theirs matter before anybody else's can matter, right? You know, all lives matter, but only after Black Lives Matter first. I'm like, this has nothing to do with the race. This was an asshole cop doing an asshole cop thing, and we should all be against it. And we all were against it until all of a sudden you're talking about killing Whitey. Well, yeah, that's going to kind of deter me from taking your side a little bit.
Well, I still stand behind the fact that the cop killed the guy. Murder, it was murder. I don't give a fuck what color he is. But like, my life is just as valuable as your life, so it doesn't matter. I stand.
But does it make you want to
solidarity.
go? Yeah, but does it make you want to go to one of these protests and stand with them?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Not if you're yelling "kill me."
Yeah, exactly. So
but
they had
what you
an
have to remember
opportunity.
is go ahead.
I was like, they had an opportunity for us to come together, white and black, and whatever color you want, all of us coming together for one goal of police reform, right? We could have very easily gotten that taken care of, but instead, they decided to make it about race, and now they just alienated pretty much everybody who wasn't of color. And now they're going after people of color who are calling bullshit on this division. Right? Well, now you're not black because you don't agree with the plantation.
Oh, so fucked up. Like, these people are so stupid.
They've been trained. They've been brainwashed very well. Yes.
It's a wonder that, like, how the fuck do these people survive? I mean, just on a regular basis.
Right. Bikes and Bullets is in the chat. What's up, Bikes? How you doing, bro?
Oh, shit.
I need you to get me one of them jobs you got, Tony. For reals. Anonymous studied Muslim, Christian, Native American, Indian, and Enoch history in great detail. Most things fall back to astronomical events. Christ's son died and was rose 7 days later refers to the sun at the lowest point, and when it rises again in the sky, it rests as its lowest point for that 7 days, then rises again to start getting higher in the bottom on the horizon. Most things are like this in the Bible. Yeah, most things in the there are a lot of numerology. Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. 3, 12, 7, a lot of stuff, numerology stuff going on there. So, I mean, I guess pick your religion that you believe in. I believe all religion kind of goes back to the same one, or at least the newer ones, right? Even Islam believes in the same God, as far as I'm aware. And I mean, that was the whole... oh, was it Isaac? I think it was Isaac. Or no, was it Abraham?
Yeah, his two sons, Isaac and Ishmael.
Yeah, Isaac and Ishmael, right? So Abraham had many sons. But his first wife couldn't bear many children. So he got a second wife who did give him children. But then all of a sudden, God blessed his first wife with giving him children. So he banished the second wife and her kids, right? This is very... very abridged version, right? But he banished her and her kids, or his kids, from her. That supposedly became Islam, and then Christianity, or, you know, Jewish faith came from the other side. It's a very brief, probably flawed explanation.
Egyptian, Christian, Muslim, etc. all have the same stories, but different people, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think all religions have a flood. Even not only just religions, but cultures. Like everybody has the flood story. Kind of makes you think that it might have actually happened, right?
Yep. So buy yourself a pontoon boat.
Don't worry about it. He's never flooding the earth again. That's the whole rainbow promise.
Buy yourself a pontoon boat, and learn how. A cool thing that I've been checking into as well is floating. So if I forget the actual correct terminology for gardening, but you can float your fruits and vegetables, or not fruits. Maybe you might be able to do. Well, it's kind of like, but you put them on a pond or a raft. It's called raft hydroponics or something like that. It's pretty freaking cool because the fish are already in the pond, say, and you float them out there on that. So
yeah, they do it with styrofoam. They just cut holes in styrofoam sheets.
Yeah, pretty cool. I was looking into that the other day.
Cool, that's fun. That's a good rabbit hole to go down.
Twitter apparently was attacked by a cyber attack that came from inside of their walls. Breach is another warning shot for election security. So people are attacking the places from inside. Very interesting. Californians turn anger on each other instead of the people they should be turning it on. Cumho is announcing 3-strike rule on bars and restaurants. Did you hear that? Was it?
No.
He's gonna bulldoze their fucking businesses if they don't say shut down. Bro,
I'm not surprised. I mean, they've been threatening people's liquor license and businesses license if they don't comply in all sorts of states.
Well, so, don't comply then. Fuck your business license. I'll quit paying you my business license fee. I'll quit paying you my fucking taxes, and I'll keep my fucking business open, and I'll have armed fucking guard out there. And if you want to come take it. That's the fucking bullshit. Like, come on. Yeah. Give back the powers to the people, motherfucker, because you are not a communist dictator. These governors and shit, they need to get their head out of their ass. They need to get the legislation back, the local legislation, the state legislation back in, and get these fucking idiots out of fucking. You're not. Just because you got some executive powers right now because there's a pandemic, you're not God, bro. You're not God. And you done fucking Cumho's already laid off half the fucking police or cut the funding by $1 billion.
Yeah.
If I was a fucking cop, I wouldn't guard your dumb ass.
Oh, they don't need the police to guard them. They have private security doing that they pay.
Right. But
that's why they're okay with defunding the police.
You have to have some sort of police protection because there's no way that you can have that much private security to protect.
That's why he doesn't want to defund the whole police. He wants to only cut them by $1 billion. But speaking on the other point with the businesses,
executive security.
Yeah. Going on to the businesses, they don't need to force you to wear a mask. They just need to force the businesses with the threat of taking your business license or your liquor license away, right? We had that case in Florida of this sandwich shop, 33 Melts or something like that.
33 and Melt.
Yeah, she got raided by the ATF of Florida for having her business open. And now I believe she did bow to the pressure because they were going to take, complied. And I believe she complied. But nobody's not going to comply because just like if I get in, if they swap my house, warranted or unwarranted, nobody's going to come and help me. Nobody wants to be involved. Nobody wants to have that as well. Nobody came to George Floyd's help when they saw him dying on the street because nobody wanted to be the guy that then gets beat up by the cops and taken out. Because why? Because everybody there knows that nobody else will be there to save you or have your back, right? Nobody has the back of anybody else because nobody's willing to put their shit on the line for somebody else, especially somebody they do not know. And it's the same thing with businesses, right? So they will all comply. Some won't, but they will be made of an example out of. They will be raided. They will be shut down. They will be jailed. They will be fined, and they will comply whether they like it or not. And the next guy will comply just because he doesn't want to go through that same shit.
And there you go. Your entire world is fucked once only big corporate America runs the stuff. Once the moms and pops are gone, you're done. You're done. If you can't get it at the big store, you're done.
We all need to come together and get back businesses like this at any chance we have. Now, there have been some cases like that. There's a restaurant here in Arizona that I might check and see, because she's not in the Phoenix area. But, and then there was the one in Florida, which, as I said, the last time I checked, she shut her shit down. So, I don't know, man. We need to come together like Bundy Ranch or something and just all say, no more.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, something needs to happen. Because united we stand, divided we fall. I keep saying that, man, but like that's the truth. If you don't have your groups already set up, you need to get groups set up.
Right. Anonymous American says, well, my town didn't get the memo about the floods once a year. Well, yeah, you still get flooded once a year. It's not you don't have to build an ark, bro. Gathering all the animals 2 by 2.
They will come and take it, haha, up to including killing people. Yeah, well, yeah, we know that, but
nobody will have their back, and it's a fucking shame, bro. It's a fucking shame.
That's why you gotta have your pipe hitters, your door kickers, and your QRF on call, your local area community QRF.
I'm sure I'm sure if you did that though, let's say you have a team, I don't know how, like 10, right? You got 10 hardcore guys. They're like, oorah, oorah, we're gonna take it to if they attack one of us, they attack all of us. They're all fucking hyped. When that shit actually happens and you make that call, hey buddies, I need your help. I'm being swatted, whatever I'm being right now. I need you to actually show up and put your shit on the line for me. I bet less than half show up.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
People have excuses. People make excuses. I hope I'm wrong, right? And obviously it depends on the people that you have. But man, people are cowards. People are cowards. Me included. I'm not saying I'm not.
People got scammed over $100,000 in an hour by a fake Elon Musk post on Twitter. It said, "Send me 1,000 Bitcoin and receive 2,000 back." People believed it.
Wow.
So yeah, it was an attack from inside. Like somebody inside Twitter had to do it. The mafia has moved into public office, and it's not even the Italian mafia. Now it's like the Russian mob. They took down all the Italian mob, and now it's like Russian, Chinese, Yakuza. So yeah, they want to privatize police. So we have Blackwater style police. Yeah, what could go wrong with that, right? Yeah, not gonna happen. If you work with Blackwater forces, you know the problems. They got kicked out of our AOE in Iraq. Well, they're mercenaries. That's all they are. They're just fucking hired hands. They're hired mercenaries. They don't have to go by the Geneva Convention because they're not sworn to protect. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, a thumbs down, right?
Bitches complaints.
Right. I was in Flagstaff at about 1900 last night. Beautiful area, by the way. Oh,
Yeah.
Bike Bullets is traveling. Are you on the bike?
Yeah.
Are you on the bike?
Flagstaff is gorgeous. I wish I could go there more often, but that's probably 2.5 to 3 hours north of me. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous up there. I like Williams as well, which is kind of close to Flagstaff.
How far is that from Vegas? Because Bikes is from a Vegas boy.
Oh, that's a few hours. That's central Arizona, right? So
he must be on. He must be on the bike.
I'd say 8 hours at least.
He must be on 1,000 RR, just fucking smoking the fucking roads up. I can get there in 20 minutes because this motherfucking bike goes 180 miles an hour. As long as you don't hit an armadillo while we're on the way.
Dude, no, there ain't no armadillos out here. I've never ever seen an armadillo in the wild, so I don't know. I haven't even seen a Gila monster in the wild though either, and I know we have those. So I don't get out enough. Maybe once I lose some of this weight, I'll be out and about. Find me a Gila monster.
Oh, I've seen armadillo, but it was in Texas.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't have any in Arizona that I know of.
Well, supposedly they're in Tennessee. They're starting to show up everywhere. Just like the grizzly bear is repopulating the world. Because the grizzly bear, I guess, was covered 90% of the United States, roughly.
Wow.
And
I'd
now,
like bison to
yeah,
take
I would
over
too.
again.
That would be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, you could just go out and have a bison hunting season. I think out west there is still.
Yeah, you can hunt bison here. Arizona, you can apply to be on a list to win a hunting license to hunt bison, but you have to do it with a 50 cal muzzle loader, and then it's a one and done kind of thing. Once a lifetime, right? So you get, if you get approved, you only get to do it one time, and that's it. You never get to be put on the list again. And if you miss, so sad for you, bro. I guess you ain't getting your kill, but yeah. I don't know. I do enjoy buffalo meat, but I would just like to see it. A herd of buffalo.
Buffalo.
I said buffalo.
You've been playing RimWorld too much.
Shut up. I just like to see that.
RimWorld. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Video game?
It's a game. Yep. Yep.
All right,
Sometimes I
well,
enjoy it.
we're at the hour mark, so I would like to finish up the comments here, and then we'll check out. Laugh Out Loud sounds like to me on my way home from combat during my 486 horsepower S2000 Roadster. Sorry, officer. I just got home from combat. Full blues. Cop, you were doing 142 slow down.
Wow, did you seriously get away with that with a warning? Come on, man.
Yeah, boy.
And
buddy.
you gotta love the cops when they say, "Well, I have to. It's mandatory. When you're going that fast, I automatically have to give you a ticket." Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Yeah, 15 miles an hour over the speed limit is considered reckless driving. They can take your vehicle and lock you up. Tony is doing well, by the way, in person.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know what you want me to say about that because I don't know what I'm allowed to say. So I'll leave that alone. 142 in a car lighter than a neon is like floatings. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a huge proponent of the Honda motor vehicles. So yeah, I got you, bro. All right, well, guys, time to get out of here. Got work to do. So as always, I'm Irish USMC Vet. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches, moans, complaints. Leave them in the comment section below. Check out the links below. If you want to sponsor us, hey, do whatever you want to do. There's Patreon. There's also Rally Point Irish, which I'm going to start doing more videos on, so everybody can get involved in that.
Cool. Thanks, I can link to it then.
Thanks to Poison Stinger for co-hosting there today, and Riddle Girl.
As always.
Bikes, Bullets, Anonymous American, and everybody else who checked in, and all those who are in the background. Thanks for checking in. Leave us a comment what you want us to talk about. Stay tuned. We have a giveaway coming up, and I'm not going to tell you when, but there will be a 80% lower given away within the next couple weeks or so. So whoever's here, you're only eligible if you're here while we're live. It doesn't happen after. So stay tuned. Tag the bell so you know when we have these things. It's all dependent on the weather and Jesus, because if God doesn't will it, it's not happening. The rain has to stop, the wind has to stop, the internet has to work, the power has to stay on. There's all kinds of great things about rural America and being out in the middle of nowhere on a homestead. So I'm lucky we got to stay on here today. Usually I get kicked off at a certain point, but all right. We're out of here. Simplify Godspeed. Do something productive today. Learn how to grow something. All right. Peace.